So Nikon is for sure going to be getting into cine lenses. Now, to be honest, this doesn't probably come as a surprise to anybody. And if it does come as a surprise to you, it shouldn't. And here's why. Nikon started off as an optics company. The cameras actually came like later. So of course, now that they own Red, they would probably be interested in making some Nikon branded cine lenses. Now, for many people out there, I'm sure that is absolutely awesome. I'm not a video guy, right? My video is limited to what I do here on YouTube. And so for me, everything I've got is perfectly fine. I've got this little thing, and that works for YouTube content fantastically. Whenever I didn't have that, and I was using the Nikon C6 III or the Nikon Z9, which is recording me right now, it's the 20mm f1.8, works perfectly fine for what I need it to do. But if you're a cine person, I get it. I'm just a tad worried though. Now, granted, I didn't do a deep dive into this because, again, I'm not a cine guy. I don't really care. I like that Nikon is adding another product line because it's more monies for Nikon, which means, you know, more money to expand and hopefully fix the one issue that I have, or, you know, make more things that I actually need, which are photography-centered things. Nikon, I still need that like 20mm f1.2. I know that'd be ridiculous. It'd be like this big around, you know, maybe just this short, but really fat. I don't care. I don't care how heavy it is. I just want that. That being said, this is coming from a very selfish place. As I was saying about the deep dive, I didn't dive deep into this, but I just looked briefly to see if Nikon was going to be making these themselves or whether they were going to be like working with somebody, kind of like they do with Tamron on occasion with the Nikon, but clearly Tamron made Nikon branded 28 to 75, 17 to 28, and that's it. 70 to 180, there it is. As far as I can tell, Nikon is going to be making them themselves, which I do find fantastic, right? Nikon has the ability to do this, and they have the ability to make its cine lenses that are probably better than a lot of cine lenses that are already out there. So that's fantastic. I just worry a little bit, and I'm sure they've got it figured out, but, you know, I didn't see any information. Of course, Nikon doesn't just throw this kind of information out there. I just worry a little bit about Nikon being kind of smaller than like Sony and Canon as far as like their production goes. And so I'm sure they've got it worked out how they're going to be able to produce these, right? But I just worry that, you know, it makes sense for them to do this is what I'm saying. But I just hope that I still continue to get photography focused things because there's still some things I really, really want in my life. And if they're going to be doing this themselves, which they should, I just wonder if that's going to slow down, you know, the photography focused kind of things. And the news has been kind of weak for me personally. It's been perfectly fine, I'm sure, for like a lot of people. But as far as like things that I need and that I'm looking forward to, again, I'm being very selfish here. There hasn't been much in the news that really pertains to me and to my YouTube channel. You know, don't take this as I don't like this or anything like that. You know, I'm just putting it out there, my worries, my concerns. I am, after all, just human, very handsome one. I imagine that Nikon is probably going to do this in Z mount, but what I do think would be really awesome is that if they make some extremely high-end, like really, really focus on being the absolute best in the business kind of cine lenses, and they offer it in like other mounts as well. Because if they are like the best cine lenses, then other people are going to want to use them. Like cine lenses are already expensive. Maybe somebody probably wouldn't sell theirs to get the Nikons or whatever, but at least the people that are starting out, you know, they come into photography or videography like I came into photography, like dreaming of the lenses they could have one day. And so maybe they get like some cheap cine lenses to like start their career off, but they're always like lusting after these legendary, high-end, known for being top of the line Nikkor cine lenses that are available in whatever mount that they happen to be in. But for sure, they'll probably, at the very least, launch it in Z mount because they have the Red cameras that are available in Z mount now. And of course, they have the new Nikon ZR. But if you want to know how I feel about that, you have to subscribe. That video is coming up next. I'm Z Wade, the Z Wade, and Z Wade Photo. Stay sharp, YouTube.